New question, the member from Halton.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. To paraphrase Albert Einstein, if you repeat the same experiment over and over again, don't expect different results. The massive job losses that we are seeing makes workers and businesses wonder whether this government's investment strategy is caught in a cycle of failure. Minister, will you allow for an independent review of your auto investment strategy so that taxpayers, and especially auto workers, can be sure that they aren't being taken to the cleaners?
Mr.
Them down the river.
Thank you, Speaker, and I appreciate this question because it lets us once again give the opportunity to show Ontarians that their taxpayers' dollars, they're working hard to bring investment to this jurisdiction. And I would reference the launch of the Flex at the Oakville plant with Ford Motor Company. And that was an opportunity for Wayne Gretzky to assist in launching this Flex vehicle that only happened because of the Ontario government's investment with Ford Motor Company, to the extent that Ford Motor Company is busy hiring 500 people for that Oakville plant. That's an important symbol of investment in innovation to land new investments and new product in this province in our automotive sector.
Supplementary.
I'm afraid I'll have to take that as a no, Mr. Speaker. We need to shine a light on these contracts because we keep getting different answers about what's actually in them. This government doesn't even know whether the GM job guarantees have been breached or not. The Premier says yes. The Minister says we'll have to wait and see. This confusion does not instill confidence in either workers or manufacturers. As we hopefully enter into new contracts with GM and other auto manufacturers, Ontarians deserve to know that their tax dollars will guarantee results. I ask again, Minister, will you allow the Auditor General to perform a value-for-money review of the entire auto investment strategy?
Mr.
Thank you, Speaker. I would hope that some of the MPPs opposite that actually come from the region north of Toronto would appreciate the fact that our GM Beacon project, our participation with that project meant a $60 million investment in post-secondary institutions to assist in the development of new technologies that will make our auto industry strong. I would hope that people that represent the area around UOIT that would understand a $58 million participation by this government allows that university to be built, to grow, to be strong, and that $2 million of that amount going to McMaster allows for the kind of innovation R&D that sector needs for the future products that will be going in our cars. This is an important investment through the Beacon project. It's exactly why we may well have an opportunity to land a new car product because of the Flex system that we helped to develop for that plant. I expect this member in particular to understand the importance of this.
Final supplementary.
Minister, the thousands of people who have been laid off at General Motors, Ford and Chrysler may not agree with that answer. The PC party has always supported creating an investment environment that brings good, sustainable jobs. I remind you of the 1 million new jobs that we created in our term of government. Your auto investment strategy is not achieving this goal. Make the contracts public. Let the Auditor General review them. Learn from your mistakes so that any future discussion that we hope you will have with GM and other automakers will bring positive results and for businesses and workers alike. Will you do that, Minister?
Minister.
What I think we have to acknowledge that the big mistake that was made was in this very House when members of the opposition have refused to support the automotive sector.
Hear, hear.
They have refused to be supportive when initiatives have come forward either through the automotive investment strategy, through budget initiatives meant directly to help the sector, the very sector that looks like they're needing the help the most, and these members opposite refuse to stand up. They don't stand up for the workers and they don't stand up for our automotive sector either. And I would ask this member to call on the very individual who leads all of those automotive workers, Buzz Hargrove. Have you had one conversation with this individual? Have you had one conversation with the very leader that has said, without provincial support, including participation in the Beacon project, the situation facing the industry today would be far, far worse? That, in the word of Buzz Hargrove.